Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Billion Dollar Banker podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Perrone, and today I'm so excited to have with us Eremita, celebrity contractor, luxury realtor, and designer. He is truly the triple threat, and we're so excited to have you here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes,
and I've been trying to hold back, not ask you too many questions while we're sitting here, but we're so excited to get to know you, and so is the audience. You have so much going on, and out of the construction boots into the loafers, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about your story and where you are today.
Well, I'm a born and raised New Yorker, from Staten Island to be exact, and I am presiding here in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So it made the move, as a lot of Staten Islanders and New Yorkers have, and we're very, very happy. But construction's been in my life for a very, very long time, and I took over a company that my father had at one point, and it was home improvements. It was glass and mirror, shower doors, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. And I created and built it over and over and over again to start building new construction, doing renovations, and then it came to TV.
Yeah. And TV, what a journey you've had. So I'm sure many of you know Eric's history on HGTV as a celebrity contractor in Love It or List It.
Yes.
And I would love to start there because it's just such an exciting part about your story, but there's so much more about your expertise in real estate and construction that's very exciting to get to know more about as you represent people here in the local New Jersey and New York market.
Yes.
But tell us about this HGTV journey and how it began.
Well, it's not an overnight thing. So, as everyone says, oh, you're an overnight success. No, it takes a long time to become an overnight success.
Yeah.
And how did I get into television? I got into television because of my clients, to be very honest with you. I'm not going to say the beginning stages of the home and garden type shows, but there were multiple shows on, Flip This House, and MTV even had Cribs at one point. So they were at the infancy stages of a lot of these shows, and my clients kept saying, Eric, you need to get on one of these shows. You need your own show. You need this, and I'm like, guys, that's not that easy. Television's a whole nother world. So a casting call had come across. I got an email for a casting call. Not knowing anything about television, I answered it. And they says, age, what do you do for a living? Do you have a portfolio? Are you in the construction and design business? And I fit all of those bullet points, basically. Right. And I sent in my information. And I get a telephone call back from a casting director in LA. And they says, well, we're casting for a show in LA. It's going to be on NBC. And I said, great, wonderful. So I sent all my stuff in, and they at the time did a nationwide casting call. And I made it to the final 12 on this particular show on NBC. They flew me out. It was Universal.
So your clients had it right. They were like, you're the guy, you're already making it to the finals here on these casting calls.
I fast forwarded the process. It wasn't as fast, but yes, they had a point. And I guess I had a point to prove as well. Yeah. So I followed it through. I got casted for this show on NBC, and they took a long time to finally get it onto the air. And when it finally did come, I had 2 houses under construction that I couldn't leave my clients. We're starting to film in a month, and I'm like, I have a roof ripped off of doing a roof raise on one person's home, and then I had a big design job going on. I says, guys, I hate to say no, but after waiting 2 years, I have to say no.
Wow. So you actually turned down the first opportunity you had to be on TV.
Yes, I passed it down, and it was disappointing. I have to be honest with you, because it was my shot to get on.
Right.
And so I said no. A few months later, the same year, I got a telephone call. I don't know how they got my telephone number, from a casting company in Manhattan, in New York. And they says, we're casting a show. And I didn't even be able to say 2 words, to be honest with you. I says, I'm not interested. So I've been down this road. It's a little time. There's a lot of time being spent to put into it. And no. So my wife said, ask him where's the casting? If it's in LA.
Everybody needs a good wife behind them there.
Yes, absolutely. I have a good one. They says the casting is in New York City. I said, all right, great. I went up to New York City. I went to this casting call. I think they did like a 5-city call or something. New York, Miami, Washington, D.C., Seattle, something like that. I was in the New York market. I walked in. I brought my NBC contract with me. I brought my portfolio with me. And I says, listen, I'm the real deal. I'm here. I, build homes. I design. I do renovations. And basically said to me, thank you. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Wow.
And they called me. About 2 weeks later, I got another telephone call that they want me to come in and meet basically what I call the firing squad, because I stood in front of an entire table full of people that I didn't know, all from the network, to find out it was HGTV.
Wow. And
I was standing in front of this squad, and next to me was an easel, and there was a picture of a home on it. And their first question was, see the home to your left? I says, yeah. This is, what would you do with it? I says, do you want the real answer, or what kind of no, we want the real answer. I said, I'd knock it down. This is nothing to save.
Wow.
And they started to laugh, and we went back and forth. And again, don't call us, we'll call you. And 2 weeks later, I got another telephone call. It says, congratulations, you made it onto a show on HGTV. It's called Brother versus Brother, and it's starring the Property Brothers.
Yeah. And first of all, it's incredible, that story. And you got that because you're just your authentic self. I could tell you, just sitting here with you, you are who you are.
Nicole, I can't be anyone else.
You get what you get. You get what you get.
Yeah, it kind of comes with the territory. Listen, New Yorkers are New Yorkers.
That's it.
It's hard to disguise the brogue. It's hard to disguise the look. We move a little differently, so I'm me.
Yes,
East
Coast, Staten Island Italian.
Yes,
all the way.
yes.
And so you came as you were, authentic. And what was that experience like, sitting in a table like that? Was it for you? Was it nerve wracking, or were you just
getting through the process?
Yeah.
Listen. You have to be confident,
yeah.
But there's always that nervous feeling. I'll just say this.
Yeah.
I did. We'll get into it, but I did 80 episodes of Love It or List It.
Jeez, yeah.
I'd get butterflies when I hit set.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it. And if anyone says they don't get butterflies, I think they're lying to you.
Yeah,
okay.
Are.
But you always get it, and then you feel more comfortable, and you move on to what you have to do.
And so now construction's in your DNA. Tell us how your journey started in that space, because that's what led you to
media. I've been a very artistic person from a child, always drawing and sketching. And so initially I was becoming a commercial art major, going into FIT in the fashion and home design sector. And this is pre-computer, so I'm showing you my age now. Really... so it was all hand-drawn. Wow. I got in on portfolio. And as I was going to start, my dad, who was... I'm the youngest of four. So he says, I need help in the business. I can't do it. I'm semi-retired. So he plucked me out of where I was going to go, and I went into the family business. And
now you could have been the next Versace too, but this was your path.
It was my path.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Yes.
Okay. No regrets at all.
The way I hear you talk about it, you absolutely love it.
I love what I do. And, I say it all the time, let me know when it's time to go to work, because I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because I don't work. It's for me, it's passion.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. And that's why I'm in every sector of real estate now: sales, design, building. I'm in everything. But so I took over the company. I sold it twice.
Wow.
I rehabilitated it from where Dad had it, and I brought it to a certain degree. I got bought out by a larger firm.
Love it. And
I wound up getting it back on my lap, keeping the telephone number, just the phone number. At this point, I'm building new construction because I moved on. I wound up getting the telephone number back, rebuilt that company again, and sold it again. So I wound up getting it, selling it, getting it again, selling it again, and keep going on. And why did I sell it for the second time? I sold it for the second time because I got the opportunity to move on to bigger things in television.
And so if someone called you today and said, Eric, I want you to build my house.
It's not that easy for me anymore. I do a lot of work for television. I'm I'm what you call an owner's rep at this point.
Okay.
I have a lot of builders that I do business with under my belt who are very good. And I know they're very good because I was one of them.
Right.
And I do real estate as well. So I'm in real estate sales. It doesn't have to be luxury. It's in every sector of real estate. And a lot of people want to make homes their own.
Sure. Yeah.
Or they can't afford to buy that home that's already finished. And they need to find that what you quote a fixer-upper. So I step in. I say, okay, let's look at some fixer-uppers.
Right.
And what you get with me, and thank you, the triple threat is
Yeah.
great. But what you get with me is when I walk through the door, this is my life. This is what I do. This is my passion. I could tell you, yeah, okay, this is, we have, this house has water problems. This house has structural problems. So I'm not an engineer. I'm not a home inspector, but I've been in many of homes to say that this is what you're getting.
Right.
And I could say, well, this is going to cost you an extra $100,000. This is going to cost you $250,000 to do,
Right.
and we could get the builder. And sometimes, I create the marriage between the builder now and the homeowner.
Right. So you're that consultant per se that puts it all together.
Right. And in the world, they call it an owner's representative.
Okay.
Right. So I create that bond between the two. The homeowner comes to me, I answer the builder or the contractor because I know both sides of the business. And I don't charge people in real estate.
Yeah.
I mean, if you deal with me, it's more of a bonus.
Right. It's consultative. So now today people are calling you saying, I want to go buy that. I want to go buy this beautiful luxury home, or I'm ready to sell my property. Right. So you're not building them for them anymore. You'll represent them if they're looking to do that.
Absolutely.
And get them in the right hands.
Right.
But today people are coming to you to list and sell. So tell us about this new journey in real estate.
So after my journey on Love It or List It, now I did close to 80 renovations for them, and I became a household name in a lot of ways, spanning many countries, and especially in the United States. In the United States alone, when I left Love It or List It, there was close to 20 million viewers per episode. So
Wow.
there was a lot of eyes on me. When it finally came to an end, it was a great experience. It was a great time. And not to get into it, but I got hit with COVID really bad, and I was on a ventilator for 16 days, and I was laid up, and this is when the world kind of came to an end, and it was March of 2020. I finally do get out of hospital. I'm rehabilitating at home, and everybody's
But
home.
you were put on a ventilator.
Yes, I was on a ventilator. I'm one of the only survivors that actually came out of Staten Island University Hospital South. And, it made worldwide news once again. HGTV contractor contracts COVID. And, it was, I'm not going to say a big thing. It was a big thing for everyone at the time. Not just my story.
Oh, no.
Everyone's story. I mean, people
Did that
lost.
moment change your life? I mean,
It did change my life. While I'm home, the world starts opening up little by little.
Okay.
And I'm rehabilitating, and people are calling me up. Eric, I'm buying a house. Can you come take a look at it with me? I'm walking with a cane, Nicole. I mean, it was, it wasn't easy.
Jeez.
So can you come take a look? Yeah, okay. Eric, I'm gonna go buy that. What do you think of it? My wife turned around and says, I think it's time to go get your real estate license. This is, so everything was online at the time. I studied. I passed my New York exam.
Amazing. By the way, your wife coming in again, clutch there. That's 2 times.
Yeah, I have a great relationship. So it's, she's my backbone.
That's great.
And
she said, you got to do this. People are calling you every day asking for help.
Yeah. So they're, and I'm going with them. They're picking me up. I'm going with them. And, I says, you know what? I love this. This is great.
Yeah.
And it's really not work for me. I mean that. And because people say you still get excited over houses. I'm like, it's just what I do. I love it. I love seeing the before and after effect. I love to see that faces on people. They're like, oh my God, I never thought that this could happen in a million years.
Well, and that's got to stem in. Do you feel like that aligns well with your design, your background in design?
Yeah. So it's a collision. So it's design, construction, real estate, and it's rehabilitation. And it's like a matchmaker in a lot of ways, creating a dream home for someone. And that's really the way that I like to portray the real estate industry, because I'd like to find you your dream home.
Right. And so now you're New York and New Jersey.
And
is
New
that right?
Jersey. So
Okay.
when we finally says, okay, we sold a house in New York. We says, we're going to move out to New Jersey. And I says, well, I'm going to go get my Jersey license as well.
Mhm.
I'm going to bridge that gap
Right.
between New York and New Jersey. And as
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of people hopping over those
Oh, yeah.
bridges, and they're all coming in, and beyond New Jersey as well, North Carolina, Florida. They're going all over.
Sure.
But I said, I'm going to be the person that is going to be that matchmaker,
Mhm.
that dream homemaker. And I just put the whole package together.
Love
Says
that.
this is what I want to do for people.
That's amazing.
So it's really, I was in sales, yes, but I was never in sales. I didn't have to sell. The
Right.
proof was in the work and the craftsmanship.
Yeah. And they say like sales is an exchange of really of passion, right?
Right.
And so if you're selling something you really believe in and you love, it transfers, right? Somebody can feel
Absolutely.
it from you. And I feel that from you.
Thank you. I
And why
appreciate
not
that.
shine a big spotlight on this? Because to take those three elements of who you are and put it together is it's incredible. It's why it's been so entertaining, and you have such
Thank
a great
you.
personality.
Thank you.
And so now so if people are looking to buy a home, they can reach out to you, whether it's New Jersey or New York.
New York, New Jersey, and beyond. I have a lot of different colleagues in different states that I have relationships with that we can call anyone. I have colleagues down in the Boca Raton area, in the Naples, Florida area. I have people in Beverly Hills. I have people in Arizona. So there's many of different associates that I've worked with over the
Right.
years that I
Always
have a
keep you,
relationship with, that I could just
Great.
pick up the telephone and say, hey, it's Eric. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Right.
Yeah, if somebody wants to, move to Sedona.
Mhm.
I have somebody who wants to move to Brickell.
Oh,
So
great.
there's
So
many.
you're everywhere. You're just I saw you the other day getting in a plane and you're off. So I'm
If
sure
you need me, I'm there.
If you need you, yeah, he's gonna be there. So now tell me about. Let's give me some fun. I want some gossip from HGTV. Give us a fun story. Give us something that's exciting. Anything that comes to mind, like behind the scenes moments or big dramatic moments within the show that really stand out for you.
Well, it's 70% of listeds. That I could tell you.
Okay.
Love-its, not listeds, of love-its.
Okay.
And why is that?
Mhm.
People don't want to move.
Mhm.
They don't want to pack up their stuff and go.
Wow.
Right. So they see the transition and they say, oh, well, you know what? I love it here.
I'm not leaving.
It's not leaving. So it's 70%. It's around 70%.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So that's a
really
little bit of a
Yeah.
trivia.
So it's less to do about like getting out of that area, more about just having the home that they really want to have.
Yeah, and it works for them now.
Yeah.
They never thought that could happen. It worked for them, and it's who was an empty nester at one point, who needed that extra den, who
Mhm.
needed. So it's more of a feeling of now.
How real was the reality of the show, would you say? I mean, you were really swinging hammers.
Oh yeah, no, I was swinging hammers.
Yeah.
I was getting dirty.
Yeah.
Listen, everything has a TV aspect to it
Mhm.
because there are reshoots and things of that nature that you need to catch. But how many times I'd call the office and say, you got to get over here.
Yeah.
There's something going on that you need to catch on camera.
Yeah.
Because it really is. And so they'd come over to the job or come over to the job site and see it and say, oh yeah, you know what? We need to get this. So clients or people I meet on the street, and they'll go,
Right.
but do you find a problem with everything?
Mhm.
You walk onto a job, you're always finding a problem.
Yeah.
Well, you start opening walls. If it's old or new,
Yeah. You're gonna
there's
find
something that needs to be moved, or there's something that is maybe plumbing in the way, electric in the way. Maybe something's old. Nicole, I found extension cords running through walls.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it was
and you have to
fires
just
ready to happen.
Stop the halt.
Stop it.
Did permitting delay
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys a lot in situations like
Yeah,
that?
everything is a permit. Everything's on the up
Mhm.
and up.
Mhm.
And there are many trades.
Mhm.
Everything is. There's at any given time 30, 40 people running around between camera crews and construction crews, and so there's a lot of stuff
But
going
was the
on.
town moving quicker for you? You're like, hey, we're shooting a show here.
No,
We gotta
you
get
know what?
through zoning
I
fast.
didn't get too involved in the production side of things.
Okay.
I did my job.
Your piece.
I did my piece of it. You can't wear too many hats.
Mhm.
It's not my gig. I was
Right.
there to do a job. I try to do it 110%.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Oh, you did.
But
Oh my gosh, yeah. 80
so
seasons.
it's it's doing close to 80 homes. You kind of you get into the swing of things.
Mhm.
You learn. and they're like, "Oh,
Mhm.
stop that! You hold on a second. We need to get the camera.
Right.
We need to film this. Oh, what are you pulling up, or what are you knocking down?"
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of getting used to. That's a behind the scenes thing.
Right.
You know, the camera's not on you 24/7.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of times it's, I think you better get this, or it's
Mhm.
doing something and going, oh my God, I'm going to get that even more
Mhm.
now because it is.
It's
But
like you recognize all these little moments of things that are going on and what you've been doing for the last 20 years of your life. You're like, this is actually pretty interesting.
yeah,
Hold on, stop the press.
Yeah, stop the press. Okay, guys, you got to hold on a second. I got to go
Yeah.
get, So it's, and the trades have to get used to that as well.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, we're almost done. Yeah, but you can't stop right here. You have to stop a second.
Right.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I'm done. And I'm like, no, you have to come back in the morning because we have to do something here.
Now,
So
did you get to pull in the trades, or since you were the GC, so to speak, or they?
I was more of the figurehead,
Okay.
to be honest with
I
you.
gotcha.
And they hired all the trades that come in. They
They
did
got
all the
them, okay.
permitting and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm not licensed in North Carolina,
Okay.
but I did do my job.
I understand.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a lot that goes into
Mhm.
production.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Can't believe.
it's people think it's the four of you, the three of you, but no, there's
Mhm.
30 other people sitting,
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Not
It's
like here, we have one, maybe two. I don't know, Charles. Who else is back there?
three.
Yeah.
but you get, that's what you get.
Yeah.
So that's a little tidbit behind the scenes.
Yes.
But for 90%,
Mhm.
it's real.
Yeah.
There's no storyline.
Mhm.
It's unscripted television.
Mhm.
So what you see is what you get.
Right. And so we were talking the other day, and I'm curious, like, somebody out there that says, like, well, why am I going to list my home or go buy a home with Eric Eremita? And I think you're answering a lot of it today, but I want them to hear from you.
Well, I think I bring something different to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I bring 30 years of home building experience. Now you know my age.
Yeah.
But you bring 30 years of building experience to the table.
Yeah.
I design a lot of my own projects,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have another job.
Mm.
This is what I do for a living.
This is it.
Right. And I'm not saying that people that do it part-time or part-timers, but from where I stand,
Mm-hmm.
I open up the front door. From the minute I'm at the door, I can tell you yay or nay.
Yeah.
And how many times I've walked in with a client and said, this home is not for you. Oh, but this home is not for you. Believe me when I tell you.
So you're taking that construction experience and,
Yes.
all that knowledge. And I imagine when you walk in, it's almost like you're standing in a blueprint. You probably can see the whole house. You see what's wrong, what's done correct, what's not. And you let them know things they can't even see.
I'll make you laugh. There are many, and this is, when I say this is not saying anything bad, but some people can't see beyond the paint. Oh, the walls are green.
Right.
I'm not interested. No, wait, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good house.
Mm-hmm.
Look beyond.
Right.
This is what we can do.
Yeah.
And I submerge myself into that blueprint and say, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is what we can do to a certain degree at a certain dollar amount. And that's what you can have.
Yeah.
And you can save yourself by buying this and doing the construction. Maybe you can save yourself $350,000 in the purchase of another home. And this can come out even better than the other home. So that's something that I bring to the table.
Yeah, no, that's got to be tremendous help, because you don't walk into a house and just, it has everything you need in it, right? That would be amazing. But you're right, to help them see the vision, the potential of a home, instead of maybe going somewhere else and paying way more for it.
Yes.
To be able to look at it. So you probably, do you do a lot of renovation lending with your clients? Or they?
I set them up with people like
with,
you.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, that's not a lot of people. When you're working with someone like you, that's got to be something that they say, like, he's helping me to see this. Like, I can actually think about doing something like this and making it what it is.
I have a core group that I work with.
Yeah.
All reputable people.
Yeah.
Because I have a reputation. I don't want it to be tarnished in any way.
Right.
And so I set people up with the cream of the crop, basically.
Are you doing any real estate investing?
I do some real estate investing myself. Yeah. I do a flip here or there. You know, I'm not primarily into flips.
But you got to be good at it.
With the HGTVs of the world, everybody thinks they're a builder and everybody wants to flip houses. So the market kind of dried up a little bit.
Yeah,
and
it's not as easy as it looks, and there's not always as much profit in the deals as you think.
No. The heavy profits were at the beginning when people didn't know about this, and with the shows that come out and you can do this and you can flip that and everyone said, you know what, I want to do it too.
Right.
And it became
saturated.
It became saturated, but it's good. It's good for real estate,
right?
Because it's buying and selling going on, and so I kind of took a back seat a little bit. I'll do one or two if I think it's a good. If it's good, and there's a profit to be made with it.
Right.
Because if you buy high, construction costs are way up today. The materials are up through the roof now. Insurance has got higher, so everything is high now.
Yeah.
It's not as where it was years ago. And not everybody could strap those boots on. And not everyone is a builder. Not everyone can see the finished product. A lot of people say, I'll do it for fun. And then they wind up losing money. Yeah. Because they get personal in the project. Oh, we want to buy that. I saw that sink. It's so beautiful. And you're like, well, you don't need $1,000 sink in there. You can go better with something that fits the bill. And that's not putting quality into the job, but it's not getting personal in the job. You're not going to buy 24-karat fixtures to put in a new construction.
But you got to stay with the budget.
You got to stay within the budget, and you have to know how to pick it, or design it. I could build you an entire bathroom out of a home design center, just because it's the design of how to put it together, and seeing the finished product. So it's not always the material; it's who's doing the job.
It's who's doing it, how it's like the functionality of it all.
Correct.
Too, I would imagine.
Correct. Yeah.
So, is there a chance you're going to be on TV again?
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm excited to see what may be next for you, and I keep looking at that pin, 13.
Oh yeah.
And I have to. We have to talk about 13, right? So, tell us about your design background.
Well, my passion before constructions was to go into fashion. And as I told you, I wanted to go to design school and get into that whole realm of things. And with construction, kind of put things to the side. No regrets. Like I said, I love what I do. And when the Love It or List It came to an end altogether, and it didn't end in the world. I'm just saying when production stopped.
Right.
When production stopped, and I'm finally home. So you know what? I want to get fun. What am I gonna do next? And with the real estate thing, I said, hey, you know what? I want to start a little sportswear company, a little clothing company.
Yeah.
And I said, what am I going to call it? And if you watch episodes of any episode I was on, I wear a tape measure at all times. I'm a contractor, and I needed to take the logo off of what the who makes the tape measure.
Right.
And I blocked it out. And 13 is actually my anniversary. My anniversary is the day before Valentine's Day, guys. But so that's where the heart comes into play. So 2/13 is my anniversary, and so I put a heart in a red Sharpie on, and in a black Sharpie I put a 13 on the inside of it, and I wore that on every single episode of any show that I ever did.
That's amazing.
So I kind of branded myself a little bit. When time came, I says, I know what I'm going to call the company. I'm going to call it 13. And within 13 are 2 E's. And those are my initials.
Oh,
E-E.
wow. Yeah. I love that too.
Right.
We were talking about 13. First of all, this shirt, the fabric, the quality of the shirt's amazing. No, really. It really is. I mean, I saw you the other day with the jacket on, the denim jacket with the 13 on it. I'm born on the 13th, so I'm definitely wearing this.
See, it's another intervention.
Yeah, I know. See, we were talking about the significance of that number for you too.
I think we have to save that for another episode.
Yeah,
because that's a whole nother episode.
We're not talking. There's a lot more to come there. And what that means to you and how that's continued your
House
your
of 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love that. So now is the merchandise up for sale yet? Or?
It is up for sale. Okay. With me moving to New Jersey, there's a lot of moving pieces going on. So you can't do everything at one time. So I had to do what supports the family right now.
Right.
This is more of a fun a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
It's not my mainline business, but it's fun.
So like a passion project.
It's a passion
for you.
project.
That's
Is
good.
exactly what
I
it
like
is.
it.
And I don't know, maybe you never know. Maybe
Yeah.
I get picked up by a larger
You
company
never know what's
and it's
next.
a subsidiary of a larger
absolutely-
brand.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Look, it's 13 is there's a significance in numbers and energy and the world, the way it works, like us being here today, everything that you've accomplished and how it's all blended together. It's exciting. And so any listings on the market coming soon or anything you have out
there's
there
some
that's
coming
fun?
soon. I'm working on I don't want to give too much up, but I'm working on finding someone a venue for a big maybe possibility of a big space coming out this way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and on more of the commercial side of things. I don't specialize in commercial, but I have my nose to the ears and nose and eyes looking out for things. And I have a lot of clients that are actually coming over the bridge into Rumson, Fairhaven, Colts Neck, into the whole Monmouth County area. And I'm bringing them around, and actually they've seen some advertisements that I did put out, and they say, "Oh my God, Eric, I can't believe you're here.
Yeah.
Thank God you're here." And I'll get phone calls, and they'll say, "I'm so glad you're here. I feel confident now. Now I'm going to find something." So I've been looking for quite a while. I'm not having any success, so I have some deals going on in that way right now.
So what would you say to your fellow New Yorkers about moving to New Jersey? 'Cause it's a big move. It's like leaving Staten Island is like leaving a country. It's a place of its own. So what would you say to them?
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. I'm an original Staten Islander.
Okay.
Like I said, I was the fourth of four, and my mom is 96 years old.
Oh, God bless.
Born and raised in Staten Island.
Wow.
So we're original Staten Islanders.
Jeez,
There was no jump bridging from Brooklyn. There was
Yeah.
nothing going on. So I've seen a lot. My mom has seen,
Oh my
a
goodness.
lot. There was no Verrazano Bridge or anything.
Is she still in Staten Island?
She's in a nursing home now, but
Okay.
she's up there in age, but she's doing well. And so there's been a lot of change, and coming over the bridge was a long time coming into the Monmouth County area. And I was coming out here, believe it or not, 20 years ago. And my mother-in-law gave me the guilt trip. She says, "You're taking my only daughter away from me." And my father-in-law was a big custom builder on Staten Island. So I learned a little bit over there too, literally from the foundation up.
Okay.
And so we built 2 homes in Staten Island next to each other. And then my
that.
mother-in-law had passed, and my wife goes, "All right, it's time to go. We're going to go to New Jersey." So I started looking around, and the water areas kept calling us back. And we'd go to Red Bank, go to dinner, and we'd go to Rumson, go to dinner and things. And we said, "Oh, well, you know what? We like this area." And we'd go, not saying anything bad about anything. Everybody has their own thing.
Right.
And we kept migrating back to the water areas. And although I'm not on the water, not far from it. And, we walk the dog, and we take walks and go out to dinner and watch the boats go by. And
that's awesome.
we feel like we're in a different land, to be very honest with you.
I
So
love that.
if you're really looking to make the move, call me up.
And don't listen to your mother-in-law.
No.
No, listen to her. But,
listen to her. Yeah, but I had a great relationship. But I'm just saying, it's, it was a long time coming. And if you're really looking to make the move, do it with the right person, and hopefully you'll choose me and give me a call. And
I can't see
I'll
anyone
guide you
better
around.
to do it than you, because I mean, really, the culture in Staten Island it's one where a lot of families are very close together. When you move, you do get that family guilt. You're only 30-40 minutes away, but it's like, you're leaving? How are you going to leave us?
Believe it or not, from where I am, for me to go to Route 9 from where I am, it takes me longer to do that than to get to Staten Island.
Then really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No
right.
way.
So if
you're so far east, I guess.
Right. Because so I go to Staten Island, believe it or not, with no traffic in about 29 minutes, 29 minutes. I've timed it with no traffic.
That's perfect.
It's not bad. So for people to say, "Oh, you're never going to get visited," we got more people to come down and visit this summer than I've had at the house in Staten Island. So it's a great feeling that everybody wants to come down.
Where are some of your favorite places to go in the area? Was your opening? We're opening doors around the Jersey Shore a little bit. We were talking about
restaurant wise.
Yes,
I have a lot.
yes.
There's a few of them, but Little Buka in Little Silver is excellent.
Oh, I've never heard Little.
Oh,
Buka.
it's
Okay.
great. The River Point Inn in Rumson has a French flair to it. Is a really great place to go.
It's good. We're school you guys on some of the places to go
Yeah,
eat. How about you ever go to Undici's and
Undici is great.
Yeah, isn't that
Well,
place great?
Undici and River Point, I think they're the same conglomerate owner.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so that's
There you go.
yeah. Some other places that I love to go, I go for breakfast in the morning, go for coffee, is the French Market in Rumson.
Oh, yes.
If you haven't been to the French
Yeah.
Market, you need to go.
Check it out.
And then you go out west a little bit. Il Nido is great in that's a wonderful restaurant.
You ever
Yeah,
go
but there
to-
are so many.
You got Cousins. That's a big one.
Angelica's.
Yeah,
there's so many
yeah.
places to go. Oh, you can't forget Gabriella's. Frankie.
Gabriella's,
Frankie is
yeah.
one of the best hosts out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So you got Gabriella's, Over Easy Kitchen. So I've
There's
hit
great places
a
to
lot
come.
of
So
them.
you come from Staten Island, come hang out, and then you start to figure out where you might wanna rest if you decide to stay here.
But I'm glad you said that because
Mm-hmm.
people say, "Oh, you're gonna go to New Jersey, you're not gonna get any good food."
Oh, wow.
You can't
You're
get a
still
bad
finding-
meal. You
you're
can't
still
get a bad meal.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta come try it before
Oh,
you knock
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Butcher Block.
Yeah, Butcher Block's amazing.
Love it.
And then you see the cars all.
Oh,
lined
yeah, it's
up
a vibe.
outside.
It's a whole
such
vibe.
The outside looks amazing.
Yeah,
right
the
now.
bar area outside, even
Yeah.
just to hang out and chill and get a cocktail. It's great for a meeting or just to hang out.
I love that.
The whole thing has just got a vibe.
It really does.
Yeah, it's
I love it. Yeah, I mean, look, the Jersey Shore is it's an amazing area. It really is. There's and to have that connection between New York and New Jersey, especially in real estate and construction, to be able to do it on both sides of the river.
yeah. You know what? I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and I want everybody to have some fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it together.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Did you wear your tape measure today?
No, I didn't take it with me. You know what? I next time I'll take it, and I'll show you. I'll show you how the 13 was actually created.
Yeah. And there's a lot more to come for you. We're probably going to have you back on to talk about what's next.
I would love to come back
because there is some good stuff, and we're so glad you made the time. 'Cause we know you're really busy. We know that there's a lot going on for you, and now we could still see you all over TV, right? I mean, if we turn it on HGTV, you're there.
I'm on HGTV. I'm airing on the Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is now the owners of HGTV, Food Network, and things of that nature. So there's been a lot of different merges going on. So we're on the Max TV app. We're on HGTV app. I'm airing in countries all over the world.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Got off in Rome, and people. So, they don't call it Love It or List It, of course, and they're taking photos with me in Rome. So it's a great feeling.
It's really cool, to be doing something you love and to share it with so many people, right? Because usually it's you and the homeowner.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, people say to me, "You still get excited."
Yeah.
I guess I get excited because I love seeing the smile on people's faces to say, "Wow, Eric did that."
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just rewarding. It really is.
It's very rewarding.
And now you're going to do it in so many different ways. And if you guys want to reach out to Eric, all of his contact info is below. Go follow him on social.
Thank you.
Show him some love. If you need to sell a home, or if you're looking for an owner's rep, someone amazing to represent you, or some amazing clothes, you could definitely reach out. I love that you've taken your passion and you've blended it so naturally and so authentically. And it's been a pleasure to have you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming, guys. Yes. Thanks for joining us on the $1 Billion Banker podcast. Happy to have you. Comment below, and go check out Eric. We'll talk soon.
Ciao for now.